Hello viewers. I expect you know by now that Paul is trapped in another dimension. Yes. I am actually present in this dimension. It seems as if, rather like that, what was his name? Amethyst the elephant, yes. The transuranic elephant person. Yes. Rather like he can dip in through time and pull people back. It seems that because I am without reality, I am able to transport myself via different dimensions. So I'm able to communicate with Azrael, that side, and also see Paul, that side. Very interesting indeed. Although I have yet to locate Paul in this dimension. I have been sent here for that purpose, to locate him. Yes. Interesting, interesting. Anyhow, it would seem my best course of plan would be to search. I would think that eventually Paul is obviously looking for the way out. I believe he is aware that he is not in the correct dimension. It would be most probable that he would come to the park at some point and try and find some way back to the normal dimension. But of course his problem is he doesn't know where he is to find his way back. He needs some sort of map or something. Yes. I'm not sure if there is an Azrael in this dimension, or what his status is. There won't be another Valgard, I wouldn't have thought, because I am the only one. Yes. It would seem that things are very confusing, but I will do my best to retrieve Paul, for Azrael's sake at least. Right. I shall talk to you later. I can't get the watch sheets are still. Watch doesn't seem to be really working very well. Hello viewers. Cromitty and I are still stuck in this other dimension, as you will remember. At least the thing that I'm most positive about is that we know that we are not in the reality. Now what we've got to do is find our way back. I've come to Sutton Park because I thought maybe, as you've already seen, it does seem that people from this dimension don't necessarily recall us directly, which is a problem, a bit of a problem. As you saw, we have been, the good thing is we have a base. My house in Erdington is still there, the room is still there. Of course it's not my room, it actually is where George is living, which is, you know, as you saw, George didn't remember me, although he's been quite, you know, understanding and has said I could stay there. You know, I used I said various names. I said Gavin, I knew Gavin, I knew Elaine and all that sort of thing. Even though he didn't recall me or Cromitty, I mentioned so many names he could hardly help but trust me or whatever. So at least that's one thing. Anyway, so Cromitty, any sign? No, Cromitty is. We're back in the part of Sutton Park where the community used to live, you know, with Celia and Jay and Colin. Although we don't seem to have much luck. Where we went there in the proper dimension, they don't. In this dimension, they don't seem to have a base, if a base at all, in the park. They don't seem to have a base, certainly in the place where they used to, if you know what I mean. So we've got to go and see if we can find the alternative source of where they could be. I just need to find some advice. George suggested, he couldn't really suggest much, although he did say, you know, come back, and he was quite busy when I got there, so I shall go back and talk to him later, but oh dear, stuck in another dimension. I don't know. Okay, Cromitty, I'll be with you in a second. One of the most strangest things about this whole business is that back at the house where George lives, where, you know, mine, it's quite funny, George Road. George lives in George. Yes. Anyway, yeah. One of the strange things is that there is a room in that house. It is the room where Kerry used to have, and apparently well, basically it's empty, and there was a cupboard full of clothes. Yes, you may not have noticed, you may not have realised, I've got a different change of clothes on from what I was wearing. Yes, there is this cupboard in the room that used to be Kerry's. It's just the spare room, and in the cupboard were the clothes like I usually wear, you know, this jacket thing, but basically all the sort of tops and t-shirts that I usually wear. George couldn't explain it. He said, oh, he just thought it was left there from a previous occupant of the room, and that they just left, they'd gone and left. Which is very strange. It wasn't me, but this is all very odd. Anyway, I've got a change of clothes, so that's good. Anyway, okay, I'm in comedy. I don't know, stuck in another dimension discussing fashion. I don't know. It is good, viewers, that even if George does not recognize us, he, well, at least he is helping us, because, well, you know, it would be awful if George and everybody else was bad and evil. Oh, I still can't believe that Clara was a vampire. It seems that she never loved me at all. And now I fear for my daughter. She spent so much time with Clara that... No, I must not think that. I must just think that I must get back. Oh, it would seem that Clara only really ever married me because she wanted to meet people. When I met her, she came from a part of Europe that was very quiet, and she had not met many people. I always wondered if that was the reason she married me. Yes, it was obviously so. By meeting me, she got to travel back to England and meet people, and then she would have been able to kill them if Barry hadn't have saved us all. I wonder what happened to her. I wonder if she is dead now. I hope I will never see her again. Oi, Cromitty, come on. I am sorry. Come. I'm a bit worried about poor Cromitty. He's a bit very upset about Clara. Understandably, but I'm glad I'm not stuck in this dimension by myself. As there is, it was seen in this dimension, there was no Paul and no Cromitty. It's very strange. It's a very weird. Oh, hi. This is where we came before. Over that tree there. This is where I have been before with you. Well, I never actually came with you, did I, Paul? I went at a separate time. You went with cousin Frank. Oh, come on, Cromitty, don't worry. No, that's right. Cousin Frank and I came here when you were showing Horner off. Yes. But I did come here once when you were at work. Oh, cousin Frank. Oh, Clara. Oh, Helena. Come on, Cromitty. Let's go and find another place. See if we can find them elsewhere. Yes, come on. It seemed the shock's only just hit him. He hasn't mentioned it much till now. Come on. Oh, blimey. Here. Stop. Who goes there? Colin! You know my name? How? Got some explaining to do. Yes, we have actually. Believe it or not, we do know you, although you won't know us. Let me explain. Well, they seem genuine enough to me. Yes, and me too. I mean, until now, thoughts of another dimension were just a myth, but yeah, they seem genuine. They knew our names, and I mean, Katrina Hortensia doesn't know of our existence, even though of course we know of hers, But exactly, we have an underground mercenary group. Nobody knows our names. Yes, I would say that it would seem unlikely that they are spies. I mean, they had a letter from George. Yes, yes, and George is one of our agents. Well, one of our agents, but he wouldn't double cross on us. I'd say they're genuine. Yes, I'd say they were genuine too, Celia. Yes, just very mysterious. It's very mysterious for us too. Hi. Yes, we're at the base now, and yes, everyone is here. Although I've mentioned Gorgongas and Ramesses' name, and they don't seem to know them, so I don't know what's happened to them. I don't know where they are. Very strange. Anyway, yes, Cecilia and her husband and Blackie and Whitey are all here. Seems to have been accepted, which is great. Hopefully they're going to agree to help us get to. It would seem that possibly the best thing. I was talking to George about this Ancromity. It would seem that if anyone knows how to get back, it would be Katrina Hortensia. Maybe not directly, but she may have some knowledge. I don't know. It would seem we're all agreed. Yes, we'll definitely help you. We know where Katrina has a hideout. It's just not very easy to get into. But we'll help all we can. We'll get you back to your dimension. You'll be alright with us. Don't worry. I wait and I watch. Yes. It would seem that there is much to be learnt from these dimension travellers. I knew nothing about dimensions until recently, but I wonder. I have an ancient book which I have in my hideout. For years I've not known what it is. It talks of other dimensions and we thought it was merely a myth. Maybe they would make sense of it. No doubt they will come and try and find me. They may know of the book. Yes, it is then I shall trap them and find out everything they know. Blimey. Oh dear. This other dimension business is very tiring. Last time we did this, I went back to 1968 and then we came back and time had changed, but that wasn't another dimension really, that was just time had changed. Oh dear. There. Yes, I've just seen little Jay. He's here as well. Although it would seem that I've asked them about Hornern, another name that they don't know of, so it would seem that they don't know anything about Hornern. Gosh, I wonder what Horner's doing in the normal dimension. Anyway, must make a move. I think Cromity's saying goodbye to everybody. Not that they've only just been here a couple of hours, but still, of course we feel we know them, even if they don't know us. Thank you for your help. It's strange because I feel we know you. I feel I know you all very well. That of course you do not know us, but I assure you, you're equally as nice as your counterpart in our dimension. Thank you. Good luck. Good luck. Wow. Gosh. Wow. Travellers from another dimension. So exciting. I wonder if they'll let me go. If they'll let me go. Do you think they'd let me go with them? No, I don't think so. No, I don't think so. No. Oh, gosh. Oh, sorry. Well, Colin's going with them. Maybe I should follow them. I tidy up this garden, it just keeps growing all the time. This time of year, all the weather, I don't know. Oh, it's not. Oh, hello, Master Colin. Hello. Oh. Hello. Yes, keep an eye on little Jay, will you? Yes, he's a bit of a troublemaker. Goodbye. Come along. Oh, yes. I'll go and see if I can find him. Make sure he didn't go anywhere. Yes. Mr. J. Oh. Good gracious! Just when I was going over the fact that Colin in this dimension doesn't have a Birmingham accent. Asriel! He's a gardener! Wait, Colin, that garden of yours, in our dimension, he's pretty powerful, he is. Well, he used to be anyway. What? Asriel? What, he's just a spider. He's a gardener, he's silly. He's not strong or anything. My goodness, your dimension is a bit strange, isn't it? Dear. Come on, we must go though. I don't know. God, that's real and powerful. Oh dear. Oh. But it is true. I watch, and it is interesting to note the differences in this dimension. No Horner, no Gorn Gospel Ramesses, it would seem. And the differences. Asriel, a gardener. My goodness. Some things are pretty much the same. Some things are very different. Yes, it would seem that Katrina has a lot more power. She is the supreme ruler, it would seem. And still, and yet, things are different. I shall continue watching, and then I must report back to Asriel in the normal dimension. Gosh, it's amazing all the different changes and things that are different. I was, don't know where Colin and Cromitty are ahead, but we're not near Valgar's place yet, so no worries there. No, I was thinking about all the different times that I've been to other dimensions. Off the top of my head, of course, there's that 1968 business, and if you remember, once upon a time I went to that land where Sutton Park was just a TV programme, and of course there was that time that episode 500, wasn't it? I went to that dimension, and then Asriel was about to kill me, and then decided not to, and that was very strange. There was that other Harry and everything, wasn't there? I remember that. Yes, a few flashbacks there of various bits and pieces. Of course, it's actually 3 years now since I went to the centre of Sutton Park and was expelled. I remember that as well. In the days when Lelaine was a magical mystery lady. Magical mystical lady, that's better. Oh, they're calling me, I better go. Ah, I recognise this place. Yes. Okay, just coming, lads. Oh, shh. A certain amount of silence is necessary, I'm afraid. We're not that far now from Katrina's home base. I'm afraid I won't be able to come all the way with you. Basically, what you must do is, I think I have told you about this book that she is supposed to have. Yes, I've heard of that. You mentioned that earlier. Yes, it is a book. She's supposed to, a mythical book that no one knows anything about, but all people know is that she has it. She doesn't know what it is, but it is possible that it will have the answers to your questions. As I say, I'm afraid I cannot accompany you all the way in. It's best if I leave you at the gates. It'll be dark, and you'll have to go into the trees, and then you shall come out into the base. No one has ever gone in. As I say, it is dangerous, and I'm afraid you can't expect us to go in. It would be too dangerous. Oh, no, I understand, Colin. I mean, you're the leader of the resistance force in this dimension. I'm not going to risk your life. If you just show us the entrance, Comedy and I will go in. You've described the book to it. This book, viewers, is supposed to have. You know, if we can get the key to it, if we can get it open, then we might find our way back. Who knows what's inside it? It may not mean anything to them, but it might mean something to us. It would seem that although Katrina is more powerful in this dimension, she's not so technically brilliant. She hasn't got the same powers as she has in our dimension. Although, despite the fact that she is the leader of the park in this dimension. Oh dear, this is so confusing. But I think you might see what I mean. So we're going to get this book. Okay, Colin, lead the way. You ready, Comedy?
Oh, yes. Thank you, Mr. Colin. You have been much helpful. Thank you so much.
That's fine. I'm just glad I don't live in your dimension. So strange what you tell me. Me with a Birmingham accent? I don't know. Don't even know what Birmingham is. Come on.
Just a minute. Thought I heard something. Wait.
What is it, Comedy?
Oh dear. I was going to keep myself quiet. Hello, guys. Can I help you lot?
Little J.
I watch and I wait. Yes. There are a number of entrances to my hideout. I'm not exactly sure which one they'll be coming in by, but I will watch and wait and see. Yes. My guards are outside patrolling. Hopefully they should be seen, and I can catch them before they find the diary, the book. Yes. It's in the form of a diary. We have not got the keys or the capacity to open it. It has a strange bond to it, but anyway, it could be useful. They may be able to open it for me, and I can see what is inside it. Yes.
I didn't mean to do it, Colin. I didn't.
How dare you! You could have ruined our plans. I was trying to take them into one of the back entrances one of the secret entrances to the hideout, in the least likely way, or one of the least likely. And you could have jeopardized. Just a minute. There's some guards coming now. Be as quiet as possible. Paul, Comedy.
Oh, Paul! Look! Do you see the guards? Look who it is!
Remember, Gorgon Ghost, what Katrina says. If we see any intruders, we've got to kill them on sight. Yes, Ramesses. Unless it is the ones that Katrina told us about, Paul Chandler and the renegade Cromitty, I believe his name is. She wants to torture them. Yes. What's that noise? There's someone over there, behind one of those trees. We must search and kill if necessary. Yes.
Oh, it's Gorgon Ghost and Ramesses. We are done for. They work for Katrina. Who goes there? It is I, or is Azrael, just a gardener. You work for the rebels, no. Yes, you do. I'm afraid you're dead, matey. What's he doing? Oh, Azrael. I see. He's trying to cause the diversion. Paul, Cromitty, run! Jay, stay here. We've got to get out of here. Right, go through into there. Into the bushes. Just run. You'll find your way in.
God. He's sacrificing himself. Goodbye, thank you.
It's time you died, Azrael, traitor of Katrina. Are you ready?
Oh, Azrael.
Oh, Mr. Azrael.
He's no good. He's done for. He's sacrificed. Come on, Jay, we must go. Come on, run! What was that? My work is done. Do with me as you will. Come on!
Kill him.